What if we play Regret?
Yeah.
Who's gonna surprise who?
Regret's gonna
Regret
be
will you.
Oh, okay.
And then
But
I'm to the
are you
bar.
Are you guys surprised at that? Is that a
I
surprise?
don't know. I feel like you guys would be surprised seeing as you're aiming.
Death thinks Regret will be infused.
I think Regret will beat you.
Okay, I don't know why you're blaming me. Because I didn't ask the question.
It's not a blame, it's just an opinion.
Let to drive a car.
It's just everyone very directed
It's
who
an
Regret are gonna
opinion.
be.
What'd you say?
Right, if we're going to do the who's beating question, I'll ask the questions. Right, so we'll do Infused versus FM. Who's winning that one? Sliggy.
Infused.
Oh, are you Sliggy?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was
Yeah,
a group
that's
discussion.
infused quite
Me
easily.
out.
Rezu, what's your opinions on that one?
On who, sorry?
Infused v FM, El Clasico, perhaps.
I think that will be a good game, actually. Is this a best of 3 or a best of 1?
It will be a best of 3.
Best of 3. I think Infused 2-1.
Infused 2-1.
I think it's safe to say that with the lineup changes, Infused is stronger, and I'd say FM
Yeah,
and
that's
esports
like
are
it.
weaker on LAN, not online.
With their lineup changes.
Yeah.
'Cause they were a strong,
Since last side
formidable
series.
LAN team last night
They were.
actually. They beat Infused, didn't they?
Yeah, Peggy was really good on LAN last series.
So
Where is Peggy?
Are you
You're
saying
kind
that
of saying-
Joe isn't good at LAN? This again isn't me flaming you, Joe, so don't have a fucking...
I'm just saying they lost their best LAN player and replaced him with someone who, in previous LANs, hasn't done as well as he does online. But that, I mean, you can't argue with facts.
I don't know, Jay. The first epic I went to, how would you say you and me performed in elimination games? How
Well-
do you feel our team performed?
Well, I think we went out of that land because of the A site of Overpass, and the blames were Keita and Batham.
What would you say our scoreline was like, you and me?
Well, we both had 30 kills.
And would you say that was in every map of every elimination game?
Every single map. But,
So to
but
talk,
in
so to
Batham
talk about...
and Keita's defence, we should have had 3 on A each round. But we didn't look at the setup. We
So,
just played.
but just to reiterate, you and me both did have 30 frags, a
Yeah,
large amount more frags than anyone else on our team.
Yeah, but that's just standard for me, isn't
And,
it?
and
I mean,
making,
that,
and we
did
were
too.
both, and we were both making more plays than anyone on our team
Yeah,
during
we were
that LAN.
pushing B overpass every round.
So-
we had B locked.
So that was one LAN.
Joe,
So-
I wouldn't look at those LANs. I'd just look at the LAN
FM
coming up.
esports don't have Neil as well now. Need him.
Yeah, I think Neil M was a big factor of motivation towards IMI, and Peggy was an incredible LAN player.
I'm actually very surprised Peggy's on that team.
yeah, I have to agree. I thought Peggy was definitely the best player at every LAN.
Just to clarify, we did not kick Peggy. We did, in fact,
I do
step
have a
down from the
quote
team.
from Peggy.
Where is Peggy? Can someone confirm his whereabouts?
Would anyone like to hear the quote?
I would love to hear this.
I'd like to hear it.
So it's just a Steam chat. Jake M. Hi Peggy. Hi. Did you get kicked from FM? Question mark. Peggy, yes I did, fuck them.
Oh.
Thoughts?
So
Um,
he did
I would
step down.
I would just like to say, I don't appreciate liars here, Jake. If it's your host show, you're supposed to be honest and not biased. I checked your Steam friends. You don't have Peggy on.
I have 400 Steam friends.
Yeah, and I've just controlled.
Look
I've just
again.
looked at your Steam friends, and I've just done Control F Peggy. It's not a pair, Jake. So can you not lie?
Oh, he's
Especially
got
in
you,
front of
Jake.
Especially in front of 101 UK players here for info and facts. Thank you.
Joe thinks he was good, but he was the rotator on B, but he was always Daddy B. Oh,
Can we get
that's
a-
true. You were the
Yeah, then.
rotator.
I have a serious question for Rezu here.
What about
actually.
Mirage?
Okay, yeah.
Serious question. So this
What
one.
happened to Mirage? I don't remember Mirage.
I'm just
can-
wondering. I
can
got
you
1 to
shut up?
27.
Thank you.
We get it. You sucked on LAN. Okay.
Right. So this one's from Fatal again to Rezu. How do you think, with Fisher leaving the team, will affect the LAN finish after last LAN? I think. So what
Who
you're
was
saying
this,
is,
sorry?
this one's from Fatal.
Okay.
Fisher has left the team. I think Reason actually did quite good in the last few LANs. Did they not?
Yeah, they did.
They performed quite well, both ice series, and they changed their lineup.
I think it was really sad for me because going into the team, I only knew Fisher really. So losing Fisher early on was a bit shitty. Fisher's a really good player, but I think we've replaced him with Boaster, who is another very good player, and I think
Kappa.
But he's never been above 5th place. After
yeah, he hasn't been above 5th place, but neither have I, so you know, I can't judge on that. I think I can see past what his LAN finishes are, and I can see that he's a very good player.
Last step of
And-
LAN, his ego was massive, and he
I
said,
don't-
"I'm
I
gonna
don't-
beat you."
Well, regardless of that, him as a player, I think he's a fantastic player, and I don't think it's gonna change the LAN finish at all. And I'm still confident. We've had enough time to play with Boaster. We've had a lot of practice, and we'll have. I say all match.
You said
all
you haven't
but
had
one
enough
match.
practice yet.
But I haven't had enough practice. I would
Well, you
love to
said
have
you
more
did.
practice, but I think we've had enough practice with Boaster to be comfortable as I was with Fisher.
Thank you for your honesty as
Where-
always, Rezi.
Where do you see CEX finishing? Oh, have we gone
Me,
through this?
I've already
Yeah.
answered this.
We've already. This
I
is,
don't remember that one, so answer it again, please.
let's not bring out dirty washing.
Answer it again.
Second, he thinks the prediction is second, and that's where he'd be happy with.
Semi-delusional retards, man.
That's my aim second. I'll be happy with a
Anything
top
happens
top
at
four
UK LAN though.
top four finish. I'll be happy with, but second is definitely a good aim.
This is a good question from the chat. We'll direct this at everyone. Maybe Sliggy. Do you think Easy Skins will get close to a major? Or any UK team next year?
Not for a while.
Next year.
I think the qualifiers ain't that hard to get to be honest.
Yeah, I think they'll
We
get to the
was a few-
qualifier.
Yeah, we was only like 2 games off it, and I think.
The offline
if
qualifier.
They could, yeah.
Yeah. I think they'll get there, and then it kind of depends on who they play, really.
It'd be hard
But
to get to the actual
I think if
major.
they stick at it, it's definitely doable for next year. But it's all up to them, really.
Fair. What about
They
you
definitely
guys?
have the players, don't they, Siggy?
They have the players. They've got the great foundation from Sliggy. It's all on them now, Sliggy.
Sorry, I have a question for Siggy, you don't mind?
Yeah, okay.
Just would like to know what Henry G's involvement is currently in these skins.
With the team, not so much. I wouldn't say he has much involvement other than just supporting them.
Are you just having weekly Skype meetings with him, or updates and whatnot?
I talk to Henry every day. More, not so much about the team stuff. I'm more in control of the team stuff than Henry is. I try and, like, sponsor-wise, it's more when I use Henry.
Okay, cool. I generally wasn't a flame, so yeah, I was just curious.
Can we just go back to? I've just got some information. Can we go back to talking about Peggy being the best LAN player? If that's, could I just link something, Jake, and you could open up on stream? Would that be suitable?
Link it in the team speak.
Something best LAN player.
There's loads of dirty
I
washing in
don't
this.
really understand.
This is
You've linked
That's
one
one
game.
That isn't
Game,
that
I don't
bad.
know.
56 to 62 isn't
I played
that
quite good their
awful.
game.
0.92 range.
I
not
played
bad.
quite good. No, yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that.
For
best LAN
someone
player-
who said left the team and there's no bad blood, why are you trying to tarnish his name?
I'm not. I'm just trying to say that don't use false facts.
No, he,
I
My
think
my
this
personal
is
opinion
really
is
proof
from
that he
playing
wasn't.
against him is Peggy is very good at LAN.
I think they were
Also-
saying he's better than you at LAN. I think that's what they were saying.
Also,
That's not what
I
I'm
just
saying.
want to say, how would him having less frags and one best of 3 mean he wasn't the best player at the whole LAN? I'm not saying that he was. I don't have a clue.
I'm
who
just
the
being.
best player
I'm
was.
just being told to bring it up.
Okay. That's all I was wondering.
By who?
Thanks, Jim.
By Baldy.
Can't really tell you, but I don't know. You're saying Peggy was the best. SEO undoubtedly looks the best though from stats.
From one game.
Who's SEO? Is he still on the team?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't at that LAN. That was the
Slicky?
next team you beat.
That's probably why they won.
So I wasn't even listening.
Critical was -17 that game. Then.
Critical. Was this the last I series we're looking at here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't realise Robin went to the last I series.
Holy shit, Robin played sick.
Yeah, that's what I just thought. Jeez.
Oh, with that Robin they wouldn't have won. Look at the scores.
We didn't win, you Smith.
Oh, did you not? I got
No, they lost.
21. Oh shit.
Oh, I remember the
That's
cash
87
game as
kills.
well, the last round.
Thanks for your comments,
Okay.
Vista.
Can we talk about Manny Max's score in this game, please?
That's not that bad.
Let's not.
Nah, I'm joking.
Nah.
Alright, quick fire question for Resu. I'm just gonna say,
Have fun
just gonna
talking,
say one thing and then you just
Alright,
wherever
okay,
it comes into
okay.
your head. Joe.
Now, I'm not
Quick
gonna.
fire.
Oh, for fuck's
I'm
sake.
not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do this. Me and Joe are friends, and you wanted us to say fat. I know you wanted us to say fat,
I did
but
not.
me and Joe are good friends, and I'm not gonna say that. So all I'm gonna say is prolific. That's the word that comes to my head.
Joe,
Yeah.
who's buying the beers on Thursday?
You.
I got a question for Jay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's pressure on you to be the best player in your team with Def
No,
now?
not at all,
Because I
no.
think Def has really taken over the spotlight recently.
Yeah, I think Def has the pressure. I've been thinking about that last few days actually.
How do you think Def will
Because
deal
I
with
think
this
I
pressure?
think our performance, because our practice does revolve around Def as well. Because he does 30 bomb at most games, and if we win 16-14, it's probably because of Def. So I think the pressure's on him, not on
Alright.
me.
So do you think if Def doesn't perform, you're not going to do
As
very
well.
well?
I think we'll do
Well,
well,
not
but
as
not,
well.
not as well. Yeah.
You could say he's your Robin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We could
okay,
say
but
that,
he's in
we could
our
say
team.
Every team's got a Robin. Seems.
I think who's your Robin?
We got Cyril.
Oh,
Jay,
We got
Cyril.
Cyril, man.
Cyril's
as
pretty
you know,
good.
I'm a big fan of Def. You know,
Yep.
I like that. I think it's very good.
Crisp.
Do you think his performance will affect your placing?
Yes.
Where do you think if Def does not perform? Not saying he won't, just saying if he doesn't. Where do you think you guys can place?
What if he plays bad all on?
If he plays well all on, compared
but-
to if he played bad, where do you think you'd finish if
I
he played
think we can
good?
get to the final if he plays good. And look at the teams. Third, fourth, bad.
Okay. I mean, I've seen Def play the last few lands. I've been impressed. So
Yeah,
I'm
he
expecting
did
him
play.
to perform
Like
again.
people have a bad opinion on him because he played bad on the stage, but he still proved that he was insane during the whole LAN. So I think
Okay, I went up that land after that land. I shook his hand and said Def played fantastic this event.
it doesn't mean
story.
he crumbled. They just played bad on this in
Who
the
won
final.
that land?
Infused, I think.
You were there, weren't you?
Yeah, no, mate.
Oh yeah, nice dude. Good shit.
You just got owned cryptics, dude.
No, literally.
Nice Ed.
That's nice. Right, well, has anyone got any questions for anyone else? Anything
Actually, I've
to
got a
fly
question
about?
for this Liggy. Earlier on, you said you suspect there's going to be roster moves and changes after LAN. Just wondering if you have any speculations as to what teams and what players are moving.
I think it depends on who comes where, but I think that every single UK team attending within the top 8 will probably change. Unless
Just-
Kaz comes second somehow.
I don't think we'll roster change even if we do bad. I'll just leave. I'm just kidding.
That's technically a roster
Yeah,
change.
No, I don't think
God.
I don't think we'll change unless Def or someone gets a big offer. Or me. Or the boys.
Keep dreaming cryptics.
I'll be flying
Well,
on Norway cryptics.
You don't
mate.
think Cloud9 asked me? But I thought, no, I'll give Kaz a chance first.
Who?
C9?
Oh, okay.
He didn't really want to play with nothing. Just seems a bit immature for me, even though I'm immature too.
I have a question for Big Boy Joe _TN. I don't quite understand that question. I'm not going to answer that one.
Whoever's got a question, I don't.
Wait, I can.
Who's the
I
question
understand
for?
that.
Me.
I have a question towards Cryptics. I heard there a bit of a tension between yourself and a team member. Can you confirm?
There was, but it wasn't. It didn't start serious, but it got serious. Like I'm not sure if we didn't like each other or not. It got kind of weird, man. Because we'd flame each other, but we'd both get mad that we're flaming each other. It was a weird situation, but I
Can you
believe in it
confirm
now.
who the member is?
Who was it?
It's Def.
I remember you and Def flaming each other at gathers, but
But
I
they-
suppose it's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
They
that's
just
what
used
I
to
mean.
troll each other.
It was, but it started banter. But then I think Def started crying a little bit. And I didn't really want to stop, but now we're good. I'm just kind of bitter that he's better than me, but you know you can't always win. You gotta let somebody take the spotlight, and he deserves it. So
Very, very humble.
let him have it.
Dooms the question. Does anyone have any opinions of the Dark Horse teams or not?
I don't think any of them are dark horses, really.
Dark Horses as in, they're not going to win or anything, but they might cause a few up.
Yeah,
they
I know
might
what you
cause
mean.
an upset.
Yeah,
I-
I don't think so.
I said before, but I'll say it again. I think Monumentalist might surprise some of the teams.
Yeah, I'd say there's like four teams.
Zio's team maybe as well. I don't know.
From what I've been told, M&M have been going into some serious demo watching and some serious
And all
strats,
dark horses.
so they could finish higher than 68th though.
I think that 2 sexy team can definitely beat people more in groups, like best of ones, than best of threes. But
Let's hope we don't play them in groups.
Oh yeah, you've got Neil M standing in.
Could be an early bath.
Oh, that's a Neil M flame. Is Neil M still here in the